Hello, my divine kings and queens. I'm back to do another video, and today's message. Wow, all I got to say is take a bow, brush whatever it is that you've gone through off of you because you have passed a very trying, period and time and season and cycle uh, of your life. I mean, this was one of the most crucial tests, but one of the most vital, you know, tests that needed to happen that you needed to take and pass on your journey. A lot of what I'm going to say today is really going to be raw and uncut. Whatever you hear and however you hear it, take it. Whatever you want to do with it, put it up your pipe and smoke it. I really don't care. There are a lot of people who've been going through it, not just the ones who have been booking me. Shout out to all of you who have been supporting me. There's a lot of things that's up in the air right now just because of how I'm choosing to handle my life right now. But I didn't forget you. I didn't forget my orders. I didn't forget my people, the people who've been booking me, supporting me since day one. I want to thank you so much. I love you for never judging me, never leaving my side, never switching up. Um, there was really a fire that was put in me with a particular, person that had booked me the other day. And one of the things that she was telling me, I'm not putting it out there, and shout out to you because I told you this is not me exploiting you. This is me just really congratulating you for how strong you are. And I always tell people who come up, come across me and book me, I always tell them, depending on their story, I mean, everybody's story needs to be told and it needs to get out there. But this particular one really got up under my skin just because of everything that she's been going through as a single mother. And that really hit home for me. But on top of that, just how her relationship with the father of her children has just been like, the disrespect, just the amount of turmoil and chaos that this man was serving her. And I always tell you at the end of the day, everything that you go through is for a reason. I'm not to say that this man gonna set you up for a marriage or this man gonna set you up for a relationship. But everything that we go through it for a reason. So I told her, everything you're going through from your living situation to your kids, doing it on your own, having to start from square one again, building that back up, moving back with your parents, whatever the case may be. One of the things I told her, I said, you want to make God laugh, baby, tell him your plans, because then he gonna sit you down and humble you, and he's gonna let you know the plans that he has for you. So none of us has this thing that we call life. It's some things are out of our control. Some things we really have to go along with the spiritual flow. But one of the things, like I say, the reason why I wanted to do this message is to let y'all know, just take your bow, and know that if people are coming after you this hard, before we get down into it, if people are coming after you this hard, what I always tell you when people come after you this hard, if it's family, if it's exes, if it's ex-friends, people that don't even know you, there's a light that's over you that shines so bright. I always tell you, when people get around you, they don't even know why they don't like you. They do things to antagonize you, do things to get up under your skin. They surveillance you. They play one way to your face and act completely way behind your back. When you are a star seed, when you are an empath, when you are a chosen one, baby, you are targeted in the spiritual realm. That means people who are of a lower vibration and you will never have a reason as to why they have so much jealousy, hate, and envy towards you. But the mere fact that they have it, they're not going to have the right intentions for you. They're not going to move right towards you. You are a target. That means your life is up for grabs. Your destiny is up for grabs. Your children up for grabs. Your finances up for grabs. Your stability, your foundation up for grabs. Your mind up for grabs. Your heart up for grabs. They want to screw it all and throw it away in a handbasket. They can do that and not have a reason. But tis is the season. Because when I tell you that judgment is being passed down on people, we've been seeing it in society. Some of the biggest names in entertainment, baby. Biggest names in entertainment can't escape that wrath. Can't escape when judgment is being called and justice is being served. So you already got to know that what people did to you, They're sitting back and they're scared as hell now because they like that death magic didn't work on them. That man was supposed to break them down to the point of no return. That means financially, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Yet they're still here. Either you didn't do your job right or you didn't come at her or him strong enough. The devil got his agents, God got his too. Shout out to DC Young Fly. Rest in peace, Rich Homie Quan. Hashtag rest in peace, Rich Homie Quan. One of the things that DC Young Fly said at his going away, service and celebration of life, obedience. He said, Mom, sis, you can't let someone else or people dictate what your emotional state is supposed to be. You staying obedient. You doing what God tells you to do because you're looking at it from a different perspective. Like this ain't happening to me, it's happening for me. Meaning you can choose to lose your mind and act a certain way because you're losing people, you're losing your footing, you're losing your standing. So, yes, you handled everything that came at you with style and with grace. And you have these people who've been gunning for you, pining for you, gang stalking you, antagonizing you, bullying you. Um, you have them baffled because they're confused as to how you still have your faith, how you still have hope. How are you still able to get up? These are people who feel like money rules the world and that materialistic gain controls everything and can sway a person's decision making. You know what I'm saying? And it plays a part in it. But see, it only plays a part into those people who are superficial that think with a carnal like mind and people who are surface level. You understand what I'm saying? They got to come a little bit harder than that when it's dealing with people like you. There's a lot of people who hate you because you shed light on their demons, you shed light on their mannerisms, their characteristics. You force people to change inadvertently without you even knowing it. You understand what I'm saying? Just your presence, your aura, who you are, what you stand on. You stand 10 toes down. You stand on business. You don't talk about nobody. You move with a certain level of integrity that a whole lot of people don't have in today's society, in this world that we live in today, because who is the ruler of the world? Satan is, and you're in this world but you're not of it. That's why I keep telling you the devil got his agents and you're on a mission in another path. You understand what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter who come up against you and what they want for you. What's meant for you will always find its way for you because that's what God promised you. But see, what these people don't understand is they're grouping up. You understand what I'm saying? They're congregating, but they ain't celebrating. They congregating and they're contemplating on coming up with another plan to destroy you. You understand what I'm saying? These people had group chats and discussing you. These people don't know how to leave you alone. They obsessed and they pressed. But see, these some niggas that's stupid that God gotta get smart. Hashtag educating my enemies because he's showing people better than he can tell them. See, he told them enough when he told them to leave you alone that no matter what you do, this person is going to continue to reach their goals. They're going to continue to be successful. How are you going to sit up here and try to hold somebody back and tell somebody what they're not meant for or what they're not worthy of when you get up every day and you strive towards becoming a better person? You get up every day and you work just that much harder towards your goals and your achievements and everything that you have in your life. All your standing, your achievements, your footing, your foundation is what you work for. Nothing was given to you. Nothing was handed to you. Everything you fought for, you battled for, you fought, you did what you had to do to be in this position today. But unfortunately, being a chosen one, being a star seed, being an empath, being an indigo, being God's child, being on this path, point blank period, causes you to be a target to people who either want your destiny, they want to swap it, they want to continue, they completely, utterly destroy you, detour you, keep you held off and blocked off. And for those of you, like I say, um, who don't believe, you're gonna go through something that's gonna make you believe. One or two things gonna happen in this season. You're gonna cause people and force people to sit the hell down somewhere because they're gonna get tired before you get tired. They're gonna crack out here trying to make you fold. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, by this time, you were supposed to have already lost your mind so they can put you in the loony bin and characterize you as quacked out. Do you understand what I'm saying? That by this time, something was supposed to happen to show that they weren't liars. You were supposed to show something. You were supposed to break down. You were supposed to be back, coming back, asking people for help. You weren't supposed to still yet have some kind of a standing or a foundation or a foot to stand on, a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out. You weren't supposed to have none of that. You understand what I'm saying? Your kids was supposed to be taken away from you by now. CPS was supposed to be coming in, swooping them up and deeming you as unworthy and unfit parent. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't think you understand what the hell these people wanted for you, how diabolical, sinister they truly are because of what they play to the masses. These people gonna be so embarrassed when it's not just that little group chat who came after you that know how pressed and obsessed and gone in the damn brain that they are. Do you understand what I'm saying? These people gonna be so embarrassed when the whole damn world finna come pining for you and showing you empathy and sympathy because of the family that you had to deal with, the exes that didn't want to leave you alone and move the hell on, the friends who wanted to keep competing with you and holding you back and switched up on you, the mothers and the fathers and the aunts and the cousins and the uncles and the sisters and the brothers and the exes and the co-workers and the people that you don't even know and the strangers of the world. All of this that you had to deal with, when it's outlandish as it sounds, it's like this is what you really been going through. Oh my God. The amount of sympathy, of empathy, of support that's going to be flowing in from you, flowing into you. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to be crazy, and it's really going to set the standard for how your life is going to be from that day forward and how these people's lives going to be. Judgment has already been called, and blessings going to be coming in. Hashtag blessings magnified. Hashtag educating my enemies. Hashtag justice is served. Because you done been through hell and high water. One or two things gonna happen. These people are going to give up because they're tired. Nothing's been able to set you off and hold you back. And they're gonna see that no matter what they do, you're gonna keep coming back. Or these people are gonna be forced to be sat down because you need to move forward. After you've learned the lesson and there's nothing more that you can do but be obedient. One of the things that I respect that DC Young Fly saying, I want to get back to that at Rich Homie Quan's celebration of life, he said obedience, obedience, obedience to the mother. Because you ain't out here crying saying they killed my son. You can be an advocate for what he went through. You know what I'm saying? For the situation. Because I'm being respectful, Rich Homie. But for those of you, there's different stories out there about what happened to him. But I'm saying she can be an advocate, but she ain't out here crying. She taking it on like a champ because she know like this part of the journey. This is just an excerpt in my book. This is just another chapter of my story. You feel me what I'm saying though? He respected that lady. He gave her just due for standing 10 toes down, for being the type of mother that she is, still yet keeping it together and holding the family together. You feel what I'm saying? Not every rich homie finna be there no more. So one of the things that he was saying, he was like the book of Job. I wouldn't be surprised if DC Young Fly turned into a motivational speaker or a pastor or something of some sort. You know what I'm saying? Where he's just paid to speak at different events and stuff like that because he definitely got the gift. You just know people who got the gift. You feel me? And that's part of the reason why you also being punished and being sought after and targeted at the hands of these people. People out here burning candles, out here going to spiritualists, out here pulling cards on you, out here doing this is how they're able to come in at different points and parts of your life and send people in. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve to be things to be up in the air on who been doing this and who how deep it go and who been working with who. Because I'm gonna tell you something. No one has a reason for why they did with what they did to you. But I'm gonna just get back to that and I'm gonna go back. Um, the Book of Job. When he said that, I knew where he was gonna go with it. Job lost everything. It's Job, the Book of Job, and Psalms. Whenever I'm going through something, man. Whenever I'm going through something, I read, I stay in Psalms, I stay in Job. If it ain't Job, it's Psalms. If it ain't Psalms, it's Job. And I can get up the next day, whereas I was down, and I can get the next day and I could be happy and merry and cracking jokes with you. Because I take something from that. And so what he was trying to say is, you can lose everything around you. But the blessing comes in when you've been obedient and dutiful and resilient to stand the test of time and to not curse God but to thank God for making you stronger because it wasn't happening to you, it was happening for you. Yes, hashtag count my blessings. Hashtag count my blessings. It's time. These people's time is up. It's sad, but I'm telling you something, they wouldn't stop. and they were told to stop. They was told to leave you alone. Doing all these things, sending these types of people your way. You know why? You supposed to be dead. You supposed to be off somewhere, never to be found, never to find your way back. You supposed to be in the loony bin by now. You supposed to be locked up by now. Now that you're not that and you're not dead, these people know that you're gonna come after them or God gonna come after them. It's one of the two. And when I say you come after them, baby, let me tell you something what I mean by you. You gonna put law enforcement on their ass. You finna put law enforcement on that ass. Court orders finna be served. Police finna be knocking at their door. Because when I tell you they should have left your name alone in more ways than one, okay, they should have left your name alone in more ways than one. They should have left your life alone, your destiny alone, but no, they didn't want to do that. They said power comes in groups. So if we got more witches and more warlocks and more people out here working against them to gain stop them, to make them, these people wanted you in fear and fear. So you would feel like you can't be nowhere without them. You can't do it without them, and you need them. You need to be back around family. You need to go find your way back to them. These people are the type of people who wanted to keep you stuck because they see where you was going, and these were places that they had never reached or dreamed of being in their life. And they looked at you and they saw where you was going. They looked at you and they saw where you was going. They saw where you was going and they looked at you. And when I tell you every day, on days in, on months in, these people did not have any intentions of stopping. This is why God had to intervene on your behalf. Baby, when I tell you these people finna think that you the one who's sending karma their way, it ain't finna be you. It's the force that surrounds you that's balancing out the scales. Come hell or high water, that force is saying, you knew what you was doing when you put the collective in a position to be homeless. You knew what you was doing when you put the collective in a position to handle everything by themselves, and you was not showing them genuine reciprocity. All the financial rewards that was coming into you, we sat back and saw what you was going to do, and the collective wasn't on your list of priorities to give out to give and to receive from. You knew what you was doing when you was going out there lying on this person, paying people to come their way, to abuse them, to misuse them, to show them fake love. These are people who are so miserable in their life because of what they have never had in their life. They said, I'll be damned if I sit back and let you have it. Hashtag justice served, because they not your God and never was your God. God just allowed them to be an interim, a placeholder, until he returned and put them in a place to tell them, you can never be me. Stand down, man down. You could never be me. And the collective will never be where you want them to be. They're going to be where I tell them they're supposed to be. You could lose it all and make it right back. But these people finna pay for even putting you in a position or a predicament to keep being set back, delayed, and held off. I had a dream the other night, and it's been a while. Um, but I was being held back by a family member of mine, and I don't even know why we were talking about children and what I was going to name them, because I have not been talking to this family. I haven't talked to them in years. But for whatever the reason, they was in that dream, and when I was going over names, turned around, and if for some reason I was standing in a bathtub. It was very weird, but I was standing in the bathtub and I turned around and saw this spider with three eyes, black spider. I ain't scared of spiders, and this one wasn't a big one like a tarantula. Also, I want to say, whenever you see just spiders pop out of the blue, that means somebody was working witchcraft on you, but something was protecting you. There was a force that didn't allow it to penetrate you or get to you the way that they wanted it to. But also, been getting back to the dream though, this spider with the three eyes, I seen it and I was like, oh, I need to get out, but the family member was holding me back. And I'm like, move, 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 it's about to jump on me. Like, you know how it looked like an insect about to jump on you, like you just know you got that feeling. Lo and behold, the thing jumped on me, but I don't know if it got on me or what happened. I just managed to just push the person out the way and get out. But I woke up, so I don't know if the spider was still attached to me or what that was. But what that signifies is someone trying to keep you stuck, or you either feel stuck. So it's either someone trying to keep you stuck or you feel stuck. These people finna pay. Because nowhere does it say that your mission and your purpose is to sit up here and block off somebody else's. But what did I just say? When they look at their life and they look at yours, they know that God favored you. Like I said, you may not be the one with the most flavor, but you are the one that is highly favored. You may not be the one with the most flavor, but you are the one with the most favor. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back, for the haters in the valley. You may not be the one with the most flavor. Take it however it resonates. Take it however you want to take it. That means people may sit up here and say that you don't look a certain way, so you didn't deserve their love. People may say that you don't live a certain way, so you deserve to be broke. You didn't know what the hell to do with the money, so you don't need to have it. We need it more than you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the situation was, however people was gunning for you, it was unwarranted and it was unjust and it was unfair. Again, what they're seeing is you may not be the one with the most flavor, but you are the one with the most favor. Hashtag educating my enemies. Because they're sitting back and I'm telling you this is how it's going when they group up together and they congregate all together and they talking about your progress and the whole purpose and the mission of this whole project and how it's been delayed and they have not really seen what it is that they want to see for you or they want to keep you stuck a certain way. They're thinking, they're like, had we known that all these betrayals and upheavals and setbacks and evil that we sent this person's way, had we known that it was just going to elevate them, progress them, move them forward, or create a bigger name for them, or progress them or elevate them in such a way where they're bigger and more successful than we could have ever imagined and they probably would have been had we not screwed with them, they're thinking. And like the whole time we thought we was holding this person back, we actually served as part of their purpose. We were the ones leading them towards their purpose. We were the ones giving them the test that they had to overcome that served as part of their testimony. We were the ones that was serving the betrayals out to them that they ended up alchemizing that energy and being a bigger person and healing that they turned those betrayals into blessings. Who am I talking to? Please let me know in the comment section below. I ain't talking for my health and I know what I'm saying and I'm on point. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nobody that you left behind was innocent. Hashtag none of them was innocent. Hashtag stop lying. Y'all weren't innocent. Your family wasn't innocent. Your friends wasn't innocent. Your exes, your ex-lovers, your baby mama, your baby daddy wasn't innocent. They were out here. People were doing things spiritually behind the scenes to control your life and to control your life and to alter the course of your life. But God sat back and let them do what he needed them to do because in the midst of these people doing what they did to you, you had to fight just that much harder to gain it all back. You had to work, you had to be strong, you grew, and in the midst of you having to be so strong and keep yourself intact, you know what I'm saying? You grew spiritually, you grew emotionally. It just made you a better person. It made you more tough. It made you durable. It made you, you know what I'm saying? It made you unstoppable because you had to stay vigilant. You had to be versatile. You had to be flexible. You had to show restraint. People don't know how much of a killer and how much more evil than these people you could really be towards them. You could do blow for blow, an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. You can do damage to these people, more damage than they've done to you. But see, when it comes to you and them, if you was ever to do this mess to them, it would hit them because they don't have the same level of spiritual protection that you do. But because you showed restraint, even after you knew who was sitting up here and spiritually attacking you, lighting candles on you, family members that you knew, aunts and cousins that you knew, you've always had the feeling. And the only reason why these people treated you a certain way, the only people, well, these haters expose themselves, baby. When you sit up here and on every day you get up, you ain't got nothing good to say about a person who not nowhere in your vicinity, ain't paying your bills, ain't screwing you, ain't giving you no kind of pleasure, pain, in no kind of a way, but you still yet got their name up in your mouth. Bruh, like everybody and their mama know how the hater, they know you got some people who are on your side, but silently. They praying for you, but behind the scenes. Hey, I ain't got nothing to do and stay with that. But like I say, What's happening to these people? All they had to do was just leave you alone. They wouldn't have had to worry about being exposed, exploited. They wouldn't have had to worry about nothing. But they wanted to keep screwing with you because they just could not stand. It's not even that these people hated you. They hated that it was you. They hated that you was gonna be the one to impact people. They hated that you was gonna be the one that was gonna be stepping into this and having this. And instead of letting you have it, they caused you so much pain and chaos and all this evil that was just running amok in your life. That's why these friends, there was this something supernatural that you encountered at the hands of people who did not like you, baby. Things that they spewed out of their mouth, the actions that they took against you, it was all supernatural. You understand what I'm saying? Everything served its purpose. Every place, every person, everything. It was a phase. It was a lesson. Um, it was a point in time of your life that served as part of your journey. And it's something that you're gonna live to talk about when you're ready. Take your bow. I don't know if you've had enough time, if anybody's ever told you how amazing you are, how handsome, how beautiful you are. Um, if you've just taken time to just breathe and take a step back from everything that's going on in your life, I don't know. But if you're listening to this video, I mean, really listening to it, and you're not like, doing things. Some people like to do other things while they just listen. But if you're sitting and you listening, like, breathe and take your bow. Because when I tell you the things that you overcame, had these numbnuts been in your position and in your shoes, they wouldn't have made it this far. This is what I'm saying. They're putting things off on you because they were trying to defeat you. So they thought they could run in packs and defeat you. They can outnumber you and defeat you. They can overshadow you, stand over you, bogard you, and defeat you. Cause you to lose everything, be held back, and defeat you. But what they're realizing is you inspired them more than you ever know. And you know why you inspire them? Not because they like you. You inspire them because they know everything they put you through and they still yet seeing you push. You're doing something they could never do because had it been them, they would have been, they not saying it, but they know. They like, baby, that it would have been me. Then it would have been me. I mean, these people wanted the absolute worst for you. And they wanted to throw rocks and hide their hand. But like I say, some of these people, you kiss some of these Judases. You cross paths with some of these Judases. You created offspring with some of these Judases. But like Judas himself, he couldn't live to spend that money after he had got it, after he had betrayed Jesus, his only friend, his best friend, especially one who was trying to get him on the right track, one of whom he betrayed. And when he tried to make things right the best way that he knew how, it was too late. We know what his fate was. These people finna either finna have the same fate or a worse fate of fate than that. Them demons rolled him to an early grave. Why you think they did that? He did what they told him to do. He betrayed Jesus. Whatever them voices was, whoever led him to do it. Whoever led him to do it. What encouraged him to do it. He did it. So what I'm basically saying is not only have these people damned themselves, they damned that of their family members. People who didn't even was part of what they was part of. But because everything of what they did has a reaction and a trickling effect of how events and outcomes played out in your life and didn't go in your favor, that stuff has to be balanced out. And when it get balanced out and it boomerangs and it backfires on the hands of these people who came after you, it's not going to be pretty. But you deserve your freedom. You deserve your peace. You deserve to see the fruits of your labor not be held off, blocked off, held back, taken away. When you put in so much work to do everything that God told you to do, and every situation that people placed you in, every predicament, every place, everything you've had to endure, you held it down. You stood 10 toes down. You endured it. You handled it like a champ. I'm telling you, man. You are a person to handle this stuff the way that you being a bigger person, not cussing. It's something that these groups been sitting back trying to see how you handle stuff. They ain't been able to see you the way that they want to see you. And it's just sad that people are waking up out here creating plans to destroy you just to want to sit back and see how they gonna react to it. Are they giving up? Is all of this because you're ambitious? Is all of this because you are truly a child of God because you're pure? When I tell you these people are so ignorant and low vibrational, I don't even think you truly understand. They was all in for it just to get a reaction out of you, just to see you fall down. Why do you think somebody would do that to you? This ain't got nothing to do with because you fell back from people, stopped talking to people, moved on from people. Mhm. It got everything to do with not only people's state of mind, but also it got a lot to do with what you're destined to be out here doing. And they don't want you to do it. But they claim that they believe in God, that they worship Him. But how? When you're gunning for His child, causing pain and hurt and ruin for them. And then you don't want people to know that you out here doing that, that you invested into it. It's your time. And the people who went up against you, their time is up. You've been through so much up in your life at the hands of people who wanted to break you, at the hands of people who wanted to destroy you. But yet, what they're seeing, all their plans and all their efforts only led to promote you, to elevate you, to big you up in some type of way. That's what God's plan was for you. It was for these people to do what they did to you because in some type of way it was going to serve as part of your testimony, your story. It was going to get you to where you needed to be. These people being enemies, being bullies to you for no apparent reason. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you're seeing their names because that means that their karma is either being served right now or is right around the corner. You seeing people first name, their last name, their middle name, or nickname. But you're seeing it because that's God's sign to you that because you kept your faith in Him, He's showing you that you did right by keeping your faith and having faith that everything was documented. Everything that was done wrong to you was documented. And He's showing you that it was documented because He's showing you the names of the people that He's been documented that's been coming and gunning after you, spiritually, emotionally, or physically. Hashtag blessings magnified. The devil wanted to break you down so bad, but I'm telling you, these people gonna leave you alone because they know that whatever they block off for you, that whatever they take off from you, you're always gonna be in a position to get it back bigger and better, and they're gonna be in a position where they have to sit back and watch you get it. They don't want to keep going through that karma. I'm telling you, you got people who, like I said, they're backing out because God spoke and your enemies woke. Hashtag God spoke. Hashtag my enemies woke. Hashtag these some niggas. These some niggas that's stupid that God had to get smart. Hashtag educating my enemies. God spoke and your enemies woke. He told them in so many times, on so numerous occasions, to leave you alone, to stop paying witches, to stop going to practitioners, looking into your life, trying to block things off for you. And these people have told them this person is too strong. I'm not going to have that blowback on me. They've had people turn them down. That still didn't register in their mind to leave you the hell alone. They like, they can't be that powerful. What do you mean? What do you mean? Something's wrong with your people. I don't know if they just really ain't never had no love in their life and that's what's making them come after you and hold that off from you, but you don't deserve that. It's like they woke up on the wrong side of the bed and they ain't never got back right when it pertains as it pertains to you regarding you. You've had people um F you off, flip the middle, just doing things, saying things behind your back, taking from you. Just you've been going through it at the hands of these people, man, at the hands of people, point blank, period. You've been going through it. And you never could understand why, for somebody who's so good and got so much light and it's just a good person. I ain't saying you do everything right, that you do everything perfect, that you cross off all the X's and check box and you know whatever, but you are a good person. Why I have to see other people not have a path that's hard of mine? Let me tell you something. When God goes over the criteria of who he picked for certain missions, he knows who are weaker than others and who's stronger than others. But they're still his children, they're still his agents, they're still his messengers. But he has to place them on an assignment and on a mission and a journey that's in alignment with them. And he has to do so accordingly. So when he goes over the criteria with you, yes, it was a lot more so than other people. You've had to endure more, it took longer because of what you, but it was no one else that could do it better than you could have done it because of your strength. And he needed it to get done. So whatever mission you was on, yeah, it took long, but it unlocks bigger rewards than what anyone else you've seen surpass you have gotten. On God, when I tell you, mark my word, and if I'm lying, I'm dying. Just unsubscribe from me. When I tell you by the time 2025 come in, baby, because you stood 10 toes down, because you was resilient, because you did not cuss people out, because you did not do people how people did you. It was never that you was stupid. It was never that you was weak. These people could never imagine encountering someone like you a day in their life. And they fumbled you. They did you horrible. They talked to you horrible. Oh my God. They served these groups because they stood to get something or they finna see how it wasn't worth it. All money ain't good money. And people controlling you by getting you a dog, paying your rent, paying your bills, or saying this or saying that, you finna see how it wasn't worth it. Because what you stand to lose is going to be more than what you gain screwing over a chosen one. And then with that chosen one, what you put them through to lose, they're about to receive it back tenfold. Hashtag blessings magnified. Hashtag God spoke, my enemies woke. These people, man, they did it to themselves, and it's not gonna be no rest for the wicked. You understand what I'm saying? Um, it's not gonna be no rest for them because they had so many opportunities to leave you alone, but they took those as opportunities to keep going harder, to trying to destroy you harder, to block something off of you harder, so everything could crash and burn around you. Um, the song I was singing for a long time, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Crossroads, right? Bum, 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 bum. Now tell me what you gonna do when it ain't nowhere to run. When judgment comes for you, when judgment comes for you, what you gonna do when it ain't nowhere to run? When judgment comes for you, 'cause it's gonna come, dum, da, 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 body, and my body, and I'm gonna miss everybody on the wrong, dun, 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 dun. Um, I say that to say I don't know all the lyrics, all the songs, but that part right there, what you gonna do when it ain't nowhere to run? And I'm gonna miss everybody. These people, man, about to go through so much up in their life. I'm telling you, this karma that's gonna come back on them. I'm not trying to, scare nobody. I'm telling you, these people came for your kids. They came for your livelihood. They destroyed and crashed. I mean, they did so much to you. They would not leave you alone. So I'm telling you, it's almost like God had to redirect this in a way to where he was showing you you have a way out, but you have to be strong enough in order to take it, to cleanse yourself, to move forward. And when you do, by staying obedient, by being dutiful, by moving forward, by understanding it's not happening to you, it's happening for you, you're going to take everything as a experience and you're going to talk about it. You're going to lead others out of their experience or similar experiences that you've gone through. You're realizing that that was your whole mission. Ding dong. Oh, I'm supposed to go and encounter these people to overcome what they send my way and what they do to me so I can bring others out of it. That's why God said you had the strength the whole time. That's what these people who thought they was so smart, but they really not, but out here calling you stupid, did not seem to understand or fathom. It didn't matter what they did to you. It didn't matter what you lost. You was going to get it back and you was going to overcome. And then you was going to live to tell your story and bring others out of it and still yet impact. So it's like the very thing that they tried to stop you off from doing by coming up against you, they pushed you further into it. They just thought you wasn't going to overcome. They didn't think you was going to live to do it. So that's why these people tried to kill you in this season. They tried to put the fear of God by playing God in your life in this season. but it didn't work. And like I say, and like I'm always gonna say, play with it, don't play with me. Hashtag big talk your shit. Cause you already know that I am, baby. I'm coming different. I'm not back. I'm better. Do you understand what I'm saying? These people should have left you alone. They should have left your confidence alone, your self esteem alone, your money alone, your name alone. Everything that you did it in a whole nother city, in a whole nother state, far, far away from these people. You was being a bigger person. Like this is why I'm telling you, nobody that you left behind was innocent. And then they kept was looking at you with evil intent, sitting up here working with people to block you off. Boy, let me tell you something. Your auntie throwed, your cousins is throwed. Whoever the hell you done left behind up in your family, not talking to, and you to keep it that way because these people don't like you and they never will like you. I don't know if the community know or people where you come from know, but I'm gonna tell you something. Somebody knows something because the way that these people was talking about you behind your back, they exposed themselves. But maybe some people don't care because, like I tell you, birds of a feather flock together, so they don't even care that it was gossiping about you as long as it was you. But people need to start unlocking that key and that lock up off that closet where they keep all their skeletons, baby. Because let me tell you something, you ain't the first, you ain't the last, and you ain't the only one. We all got a story and we all got a past. Some people choose to keep them skeletons locked up in that closet while they sit up here and judge others on theirs. But let me tell you something, you so real about yours. You own yours. It ain't nothing that you tried to run away from. It ain't nothing that you tried to hide. Do you understand what I'm saying? But what you ain't finna do is sit up here and be up in the energy where you're still yet explaining yourself to people who ain't so much gave you a sideways glance or a hand or a help aid anywhere up in your life. So everything that you've done, be it school, your children, holding it down with the bills, whatever you have done, you did it all on your own. They didn't have a hand in building you up, but they wanted to have a hand in tearing you down. I've been up, I've been down, been looking for some joy to come around. I've been praying for some sunshine, been looking for a love that I can call mine. See, I've cried. How many people don't cry? Huh? Every time you're going through something, you're just like, God, what are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to tell me, baby girl, baby boy? Like, this is enough. I'm tired of having my heart broke. I'm tired of looking up and everywhere, every person I'm encountering, man, I went through it. I went through it. From having guns pointed up in my face, me having my stuff flipped over when I'm trying to leave the house, hoes rubbed up in my face, you spending my money on hoes. You know what I'm saying? Taking from me, not giving back to me, not helping me out with nothing. Everything I'm doing. So it's like, what was the whole purpose of this? I'm trying to figure out what was the whole purpose of me encountering this person or me encountering these people or me out here in entering into motherhood and I'm doing it on my own. And nobody can't tell me I'm not doing a good job when it comes to me and mine because you ain't paying for nothing. You ain't giving me nothing. You damn sure ain't helping me out with nothing. Do you feel me what I'm saying? It's the person who can own theirs, accept their position and their stance in their life, and they're comfortable with where they are. It's not saying that you're complacent, but you're comfortable in knowing yourself because you know where you're going. But these people, you are tired of people who don't know themselves, don't have a sense of self. They sitting back, looking at you with evil intent. They want to try to figure out how to get back in. People want to try to figure out how to make you walk away, how to make you leave them alone, or not have love in your life, or not have the love that you're pining for, that you worked hard for, that you want. They don't want you to have the success, the career, the money. But who said that these people are your God? See, I've cried for so long. I woke up one day and I said, I'm tired. Enough is enough. You are to serve judgment and you serve it this year. You serve it in this season. It's time. See, I've cried for so long. Now I'm ready for the tears to be gone. Lord, I'm calling on you right now. 'Cause you said that I can make it, Lord, anyhow. I hear you telling me to be strong. 'Cause deliverance is coming in. It won't be long. Deliverance is coming. Peace is coming. Success is coming. Take your power back. Whoever been working witchcraft, voodoo, root work on you, take your power back, take your life back. Their reign over your life is over. If you made it to this video, you've had a premonition of some sort, a vision or whatever. You feeling like you're, am I going through a phase? Am I transitioning? What's gonna happen? Baby, you're entering a new dimension of your life, a new cycle, a new level of your life where everything works in your favor. Let me tell you something. For not just what you've done this past season, because you stayed obedient and you did all God wanted you to do was just endure and be able to move forward and heal. Endure, move forward and heal. Endure, move forward and heal. And because you stayed obedient, you stayed dutiful, you're being rewarded for it. You're being rewarded for it. These people did too much and going to witches on you, getting readings on you, sending people your way. I'm gonna tell you something. Whoever the hell it is that you saw 'em. Whatever feeling you feel, you on point with it. Your cousin is in competition with you. Then you got another cousin that don't like you because she see you and it's you're everything that she's not. The one that's competing with you, you're about to receive everything that she wanted. The mother that's at the head of it, or the father that's at the tail head of it, he think that you need to be knocked down a couple pegs or two because you're not who you claim to be. If you wasn't who you claim to be, God wouldn't put you in position. Hashtag big talk your shit, cause you know that I am. They tried the wrong one, and they're realizing now you're not the one, the two, nor the three. Somebody finna be locked up. Somebody finna have some jail time. I'm telling you right now. As you clean up the bits and pieces of your life and you start putting the puzzles together, you getting law enforcement involved. Let me tell you something. You've already set off a chain of events. But these people, when the push come to shove, these people can't blame nobody but themselves. They were told to leave you alone, so you wouldn't even been in this position had you did what? Ah, you are smart. You wouldn't have been in this situation had you just left the collective alone. Okay, knock on damn wood. I thought they had some sense. I thought they had it somewhere. I thought these were grown men and grown women out here. You understand what I'm saying? They big and bad enough to come after you, but not big and bad enough to want to sit up here and go through the repercussions of it. No, baby, that's not what life is. Don't know who failed you or told you something, but you ain't got it right. These people ain't got it right. So wipe the tears from your eyes. Don't come for me lest I send for you. Do you understand me? So it's very simple. The very thing that they was trying to hold back from you, you about this, you still gonna get it. And they gonna be somewhere receiving karma. It ain't gonna be good karma. It's going to be everything that they sent out to you. So just go down the list of everything that you've had to endure and all the outcomes in the backlash that came about, and you dealing with these people who were sent to you, and you dealing with people who spiritually attacking you. You had some people out here spiritually attacking you for a man or for a woman that they wanted. That they didn't even want. They just wanted control over the person to receive whatever they wanted to receive. And you stood to be a threat to this person. These people got to be exposed for not being as innocent as they claim to be. They hold witches out here or consulting with witches. So people got to start waking up. Everything of what they put you through. I don't care where you had to be. If you was living in your car, if you had to go back to your parents, if you were a single mother of 4 or 5 or 6, 2, 1 child, and you're doing it on your own, that's going to be a testimony. That's going to be a story for you because you have so many people out here killing their kids, giving them back and turning them in the foster homes or CPS. So if there's so much that you're going to be embarrassed, but you're actually going to take that and you're going to turn that into a story, a testimony. You're going to speak on it. That's what these people knew. That's what they were trying to stop. They knew you was going to speak on it. When you spoke on it, you was going to expose them, but it was going to serve as part of your journey. That means if you was raped, gang stalked, sex trafficked, if these people were tapping your phones, if these people frauded you, stole from you, if these people sent people your way, baby, there's a trail, there's a trace. And especially if you've been filing police reports and consulting with lawyers and seeking legal counsel, you've already gotten things, it went too far. And you're not going to stop it. And you're not here to spare nobody and have sympathy for nobody. I don't care if it's a aunt, if it's a cousin, if a mother, a father, if it's a sister, a brother, an ex. Everybody did what they wanted to do. And it was all fun and games when you was on the losing end and when you was being set back, and then they tried to humiliate the hell out of you. But everything that you stood for and what you spoke on, that's why you was targeted. And they said, well, how you know all these things? You speaking on these things, you going through that. So you thinking you gonna move on from me? They about to see it wasn't worth it. But like I say, all this for a man, all this for a woman, all this because you wanted to move on, all this because you was in bed, all this because you was talking about God, and they either hated God or didn't like that you was talking about him, or they didn't like how far it was going and the lives it was impacting. They didn't like how fast it was going, where it was going, who was hearing. All this because you stepped into some money, money that you worked hard for, from a job that you was interviewed for. I'm trying to figure it out. Nowhere in that have I said these people helped you get it, but they want to take away from you and they want you to have it, and then was holding it back from you. Mm. Wow, you are such a good person. I truly aspire to be like you one day, sir, ma'am. I really hope that in your hearts of hearts, you are fulfilled in some way in doing that to someone who you knew did not deserve that. And you found, however they betrayed you, hid whatever they hid away from you, chasing someone who chases somebody else, they finna look like a straight fool. Out here, that's how they made you look. Making faces behind your back, taking from you, not giving to you, working with other people who they knew didn't like you. They didn't like you, so they wanted to sit up here and block you off and attack you. Yeah, let me tell you something, baby. I know what I'm saying. And when I tell you what I say, whatever they about to go through, it's finna be a direct reflection of what they took you through. So hold your head up high. Never let nobody see you sweat. And like I say, hashtag karma is being served. That's why you seeing their names. Hashtag karma being served. Hashtag God spoke, your enemies woke. And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. This is why Snow play with it. Don't play with me. I'm straight out of that 305 Kingsway Projects, baby. Everything I say is real. Everything I say come to pass. Because I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. This ain't me coming on here being no gimmick. This ain't me coming on here bringing you nothing that y'all have not gone through. Y'all, I'm not saying nothing that y'all know y'all don't need to hear. So take it, apply it to your life. However it resonates. Like I said, if any of these messages resonate with you, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to join the JC gang. Reach one, teach one, we ride together. We gonna slide together. JC gang for life. Period. This was the last go against you. It went too far. Some of y'all got kids you got to raise now at the hands of this mess. some of y'all done lost too much. You had to gain it back. You got to work toward you. It's too much that needs to be done for you to keep dealing with these people who are ignorant. For you to keep dealing with people, because this is my whole thing. This is my whole thing. They keep saying that something ain't wrong with them, but something got to be wrong with you when you keep coming after somebody who ain't coming after you. Why would you want to sit up here and come after somebody like that in that capacity, in that manner, that you had your whole life ahead of you? Ain't nobody was messing with you, but instead of you trying to do that, to do something with your life, you'd rather do that and be on a fool's mission to see someone else in ruin and humiliated and at a loss. And for that, I'm telling you, you seeing their name for a reason, because karma about to be served right back to them. Everything that they did to you, they finna get that back tenfold. And it's not just gonna hit them, it's gonna hit that of their family members and their loved ones as well. Everything that was crashed and burned, that they worked, so it's finna crash and burn around them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Those who went after God's people never lived to see it, never lived to talk about it. And ain't nothing good came their way. Nothing good came from Judas betraying Jesus. If it did, tell me something I don't know. I'm today's years old if something good happened. Because last time I checked, he killed himself because he couldn't handle them demons that was on his back for what he had done. Something supernatural is about to happen. It was already happening to these people. And that's why I'm telling you, it's already starting. Ain't nothing that they can do, because the damage that they caused you, it was something that you had already went through and endured. So now it has to come back to you. An apology ain't finna fix that. Giving you back what the hell they stole ain't finna fix that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it does not matter where they trying to run or what they trying to escape. You can't escape something that's spiritual, nut. You've been doing this for far too long. You got too many people and too many hands involved. Nothing good came to Judas. Nothing good came to the people who went after Daniel. Nothing good came to him. Matter of fact, their whole family got thrown into the den, and they didn't have the same level of spiritual protection that Daniel did. Them and their whole family got ate up. I say that with the most respect, man, but I'm telling you, people did things to you that you could have lost your mind. You would have been homeless with children. Baby, there's nothing that these people can say to justify the level of pain and cruelty that they served to you or that they wanted to be served to you. It's over with. Judgment has been called. I pray they make it through it. But on that note, I hope y'all stay prayed up and be blessed. And until next time, I love you. Keep your head up.